This top police dog was on guard duty when it suddenly barked loudly, interrupting the governor who was delivering an important speech. The officer immediately understood there might be a bomb on the premises and quickly released the police dog. It swiftly jumped onto a box and barked frantically at the governor. This time, even the governor became nervous and immediately left the venue under security escort. The arriving SWAT team quickly sealed off the area in full gear. The bomb disposal expert was now carefully opening the cardboard box, then slowly removing the bomb from inside. Unexpectedly, after repeated confirmation by the expert, it turned out to be just a large ham. The officers present burst into laughter, and so, a police dog that had once achieved countless honors was expelled from the force simply for mistaking a ham for a bomb. Right after being expelled from the police force, the dog was captured by a dog dealer who turned out to be a biology professor. He was researching a drug that could cause genetic mutations in organisms and wanted to use the captured police dog for experiments. The professor then pulled out a large syringe. The dog looked back, got scared, and started running. In the chaos, it knocked over the drug solution the professor had been developing for decades, which instantly spilled all over the dog. At that moment, strange changes began happening to the dog's body. Seeing the situation was wrong, the professor quickly pressed a switch to lock the laboratory door, but the dog directly penetrated through the iron door and escaped. Looking at the shattered iron door before him, the professor was completely stunned. Meanwhile, the escaped dog could only search for food in garbage heaps, only to be chased away by 3 vicious dogs. Scared, it ran away quickly. In the panic, the dog was hit by a car. The driver hurriedly got out to check, but discovered the dog was miraculously uninjured. The kind-hearted driver took it home to adopt it. Unexpectedly, the professor's drug took effect again in the dog's body. The next day, it just felt extremely hungry, so it found a can. With just a gentle bite, the can completely exploded. At that moment, a mailman came to the door and started taunting the dog after seeing it in the house. As a result, the dog just gave a gentle howl and directly shattered the mailman's glasses. Just then, the young master came home from school. Seeing the scene before him, he thought a thief had broken in. So he quietly asked the dog if a thief had entered the house. Unexpectedly, the dog directly answered, "No, how is that possible?" The young master screamed in fear upon hearing this, and the dog screamed along with him. Soon, the young master discovered that this dog had special abilities. He took out a tree branch and asked the dog to bury it in the ground. The dog quickly dug a huge pit. After repeated tests, they finally confirmed that this dog was a superhero. On the road, when encountering a car with brake failure, the dog directly bit the bumper and used just its legs to stop the car. Soon, the dog's deeds were widely reported by the media, and the dog transformed from one expelled by the police force into a superhero dog. When the evil professor saw this, he was very angry and decided to capture it at all costs. The disguised elderly person in distress was someone the professor deliberately sent to catch the dog. Just as the old man was about to fall to the ground, the dog flew over to save him. But then the dog realized it had fallen into the old man's trap. The old man took the opportunity to leash the dog and tried to forcibly take it away. But how could a rope possibly restrain a dog with superpowers? The dog pulled hard and the rope broke instantly. The dog vanished in an instant. Although the old man didn't catch the dog, he discovered its address, so the professor directly sent people to capture the young master's father, hoping to lure the dog out. On the other side, after learning that the old master had been captured, the dog immediately took the young master and flew off to rescue him. To ensure the father's safety, the dog could only allow itself to be captured by the professor. The evil professor took the opportunity to extract the dog's genes and made a new batch of superpower pills, which he gave to his 3 vicious dogs. They instantly gained superpowers after taking the pills. He also made the dog take pills that would remove its superpowers, then locked it in a cage. The professor, with his 3 superpowered dogs, went directly to the governor's office building and demanded the governor meet his requirements. Meanwhile, the young master, through continuous effort, finally untied the ropes and brought the dog to the governor's hall. Although the dog had lost its superpowers, the former police dog once again smelled the scent of a bomb. The dog bravely rushed out and crawled through the pipes into the hall. It quickly discovered the professor inside. Suddenly, the dog lost its footing and fell onto a globe in the room. Unexpectedly, the globe also slipped down and happened to knock out the governor who was about to sign the agreement. The dog seized the opportunity to pounce on the professor, and the pills from his clothes scattered all over the floor. The dog quickly took the chance to swallow a pill and instantly regained its superpowers. But the professor wasn't panicked at all. He ordered his 3 vicious dogs to attack. Although it had regained its superpowers, the dog couldn't fight against 3 vicious dogs. So it tried to persuade the 3 dogs, asking them to remember how the professor had forced them to undergo various cruel experiments. Unexpectedly, it successfully turned the 3 dogs against him. The professor was instantly dumbfounded. In panic, he pressed the bomb button, and the bomb immediately started its countdown. With the cooperation of the dog and the 3 vicious dogs, the professor was successfully captured without incident, and the governor was rescued. But the danger was far from over. The dog immediately picked up the bomb in its mouth and went to an empty area, digging frantically. It dug down to the Earth's core before stopping, but just after putting down the bomb and before it could escape, The bomb instantly exploded. The powerful impact blasted the dog into outer space, stunning the astronauts who were on a mission. Fortunately, the dog had superpowers and successfully returned to Earth. From then on, the dog became a true superhero in people's hearts.